coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to Center Parc Stadium in Atlanta, home to the Georgia State Panthers. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Georgia State Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Georgia State's offense takes the field to start this game off. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn...
Breaks into the open. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Now on first down from the 30. From the gun, the running back has it. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give on the option. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Gives it on the option. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
On the ground, it's Murray. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
On third down, he drops to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Murray. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. No fair catches here, looking for room. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Yellow Jackets offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. He's got an open man. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Got the quick pass. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with a first down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Using his legs, it's Perry. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the tight end. Dropping back, it's Mahan. Takes the easy completion. Got it inside the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A very productive play. First down has now set us up with his 2nd and goal. He'll do it himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got a man in the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll run play action. Fires downfield. He's got it. All down. The sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
Gonna swing it on second down. Oh, they're after him. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
I know everyone's yelling like, you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
To throw, it's Mahan. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Yellow Jackets come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Quarterback adapted. There he goes. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Pulls and throws off the RPO.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Now on the option. They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Back to throw, it's Mahan. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Made that play and was hoping to make another one on the return, but they'll take it in business at the 4.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Running back searching for a hole. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Yellow Jackets can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Mahan. Forced out of the pocket. Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He's looking to throw. Trying to bull his way in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive.
Georgia Tech 14, Georgia State 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got 1 drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Georgia State will send out the punt unit.
In punt formation to kick it away.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air, it's Mahan. He's going for it all. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
When they take big shots down the field and they air it out, I got to trust my technique. I got to stay with that wide receiver, wait till he shows his hands. When he shows his hands, I'm bringing my hands up to knock the ball away. Nice job by the defense using his technique, knocking the football away.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Using his feet to buy time. He's going to fire into the gut of the defense.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Grab near the sticks. It's Perry. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Chucked it away just as he was hit. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
Looking to scramble. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is even bigger. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Atlanta.
Ready to start things here in the second half. Georgia State about to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Mahan. They go to the wide receiver screen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Slips through his hands and incomplete, and they had everything set up for the screen except the catch.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Here's a heat. Time to take a shot. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Now, and a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling too.
Turning it on, and he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. They've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
He'll try to do it himself. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, if I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there, if I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Unloads quickly. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
The option look. Quick spin on the run. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And the Yellow Jackets are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And the punishment has been extended. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
What a day. His third rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
Georgia State, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
And the misconnection on third down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit.
On to punt it away.
He gets a block. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Gets the back moving. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Yellow Jackets come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Mahan. Flips it out on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. And the Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off the play fake. Bringing the heat. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Picked off, a turnover in their own end. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll bring it out. It's Miles. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it...
Breaks into the open. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line, a pickup of 6. The Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying play action. Grabbed in the middle. It's Erickson. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. Blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack, you're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Under fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Panthers, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to...
Got enough space, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Johnson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
It's complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Rides to back and leaves it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. It'll be 3rd and long.
22 water.
From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. Penn State is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up 14 over Nebraska. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, now, there he goes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense.
There he goes. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Now this team has